Leaving Neverland director says element of one of Michael Jackson accusers' claims may be incorrect. Published 12:54 BST, April 2, 2019. Updated 12:54 BST, April 2, 2019. The director of Leaving Neverland has admitted a key aspect of one of the alleged victims of abuse by Michael Jackson may be wrong. Filmmaker Dan Reed accepted a detail of the abuse. Jam Safe Chuck says he suffered at the hands of the King of Pop may be incorrect. In the controversial documentary released earlier this year, Safe Chuck described how he was allegedly assaulted in Jackson's Neverland train station. But a Jackson biographer, Mike Smallcombe, said the abuse could not have taken place as the station was not built until 2 years after Razafeka claims the attacks stopped. He shared an image on Twitter of part of a construction permit issued by Santa Barbara County in September 2, 1993, appearing to state the building of the Neverland station began after that date and opened in 1994. Safe Chuck claimed in interviews and in his lawsuit against the Jackson estate that he was abused for 4 years until the age of 14 between 1988 and 1992. Michael Jackson with 10-year-old Jimmy Safe Chuck on the tour plane on July 11, 1988. Safe Chuck director Dan Reed has defended James Safe Chuck and Wade Robson's claims they were abused by Jackson at his Neverland Rancho. Jackson biographer Mike Smallcombe accused Reed of not investigating the pair's accusations properly. British director Reed responded on Twitter, not by questioning the date of the station construction, but by stating Safe Chuck got the date his abuse finished wrong. He wrote in response to Smallcombe's post, "Yeah, there seems to be no doubt about the station date. The date they have." Smallcombe also accused second Jacko accuser, Wade Robson, of lying because in the film he stated he was left on his own with Jackson while his family went to the Grand Canyon. But signed testimony by his mother, Joy, stated in 1993 and 2016 depositions that the whole family went on the trip. He tweeted Wade Robson told a detailed story of how he claimed he was abused for the first time. How his family left. The British biographer also accused the director of not properly investigating the claims made by Robson and Safe Chuck, and told the Reed's response was embarrassing. He wrote so at denreed1000 now saying, because the story has been debunked, suddenly the end of Safe Chuck's abuse was when he was 16/17 rather than 14. It's a 3-year Jackson shaking hands with a young James Safe Chuck. This image was shown. Wade Robson left, Dan Reed center and James Safe Chuck right. Robson and Safe, on Twitter. Reed admitted the timeline of events did not match up to state records, showing the Neverland train station was not approved until 1993. In an earlier TV interview, Reed insisted the two men are not after payouts from the singer's estate, but said the pair merely want justice. He described Robson and Safe Chuck as very credible witnesses and insisted there was strong, corroborating evidence backing up their harrowing claims. He told Good Morning Britain's Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid last month they want justice, they are not fussed about the money. I don't know what. Leaving Neverland sees the two former child actors accuse the late singer of repeatedly raping them at his Californian ranch in the 1990s. Robson, now 36, says he was abused from the ages of 7 to 14, and Safe Chuck, now 40, from 10 to 14. They both give Safe Chuck, 41, who met Jackson in 1986 on the set of a Pepsi advert, alleges he was abused for a number of years, showering him with gifts while grooming both him and his family. Australian Robson was 5 when he first met Jackson after winning a dance competition in his hometown of Brisbane, and alleges he was abused while staying at the singer's 2,700-acre Neverland ranch in Santa Barbara County, California. Michael Jackson with his two accusers when they were children. Wade Robson left and James Safe Chuck right. Both images are The response to the documentary has seen radio stations in New Zealand and Canada pulling Jackson's songs from the airwaves. BBC Radio 2 has been forced to deny reports it had stopped playing Jackson's music. Other stations around the world, including Smooth FM in the UK and outlets in Australia, New Zealand, and Canada, announced they would stop playing Star's songs in the wake of the abuse claims. Explaining why the men had not come forward before, Reid told GMB, "The thing you have to understand about child sexual abuse is that, very often, a strong bond forms between the predator and the child, and that bond can last for many, many years, and that's what's happened in this case. The corroborating evidence around their accounts is very strong, it looked at that. If you watch the film, I mean, what mother would go on television and say, I delivered my little boy into the hands of a predatory pedophile, who I thought was my best friend?" Robson has faced questions about why he is now alleging abuse after appearing as a defense witness for Jackson in his 2005 court case for child abuse. Michael Jackson weighed Robson in an undated image. Robson caught the Reid claimed he was motivated to lie because he was in love with Michael and he wanted to do everything he could to save the man that he saw as his father figure, his mentor, and his former sexual partner. The director referred to earlier investigations carried out by police in Los Angeles and Santa Barbara, which he said uncovered strong corroborating evidence. This was mainly in the form of witness statements about Jackson's alleged abuse of 13-year-old Gavin Arvizo. Reid was unapologetic about not approaching the Jackson family before releasing the film, saying he had included the singer's rebuttals in the HBO film. The Jackson estate have strongly and continually denied Michael Jackson molested children and have said they believe the two men making the allegations are motivated by money. After leaving Neverland aired, it immediately split opinion among viewers. Some people chose to believe the two men, offering their support to both men, while Jackson fans went on the defensive. Since its broadcast campaigns pleading Jackson's innocence sprung up on both sides of the Atlantic. Posters with MJINNOCENT were plastered across London buses and campaigners handed out flyers stating, "Facts don't lie. People do it." Major Jackson died from a drug overdose at the age of 50 in 2009. The comments below have been moderated in advance. By posting your comment you agree to our. Do you want to automatically post your Mail Online comments to your Facebook timeline? Your comment will be posted to Mail Online as usual. Do you want to automatically post your Mail Online comments to your Facebook timeline? Your comment will be posted to Mail Online as usual. We will automatically post your comment and a link to the news story to your Facebook timeline at the same time it is posted on Mail Online. To do this, you can choose on each post whether you would like it to be posted to Facebook. Your details from published by Associated Newspapers Limited. Part of the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday Metro Media Group.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.